Welcome back, everyone, to the Better Football Plays YouTube channel. Today is Monday, February 10th, recording during the Super Bowl 353. Eagles 40, Chiefs 6. Worst Super Bowl I've ever watched in my entire life. Worst Chiefs team I've ever seen in my entire life. Had the $2,000 future bet on them, and I get screwed. I woke up this morning. I even texted my brother. I was like, hey, sorry about you, but the Eagles are winning this game. And I was right. So I did my own LeBron James right there. With this Eagles team. But I mean, this was just an absolute shit kicking the entire time. It was over on the pick from Mahomes. It was, I think, 17 zip, AJ Brown 11 or 13-yard touchdown, whatever it was. Just horrible. Our college basketball picks on Saturday were bad. I don't have them in front of me, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I believe we started with Tennessee against Oklahoma. Someone commented like, Oklahoma really? After the game, Tennessee shot 80% in the first 16 minutes of the game. They would have beat an NBA team on that day. So sorry about you, but I thought OU had a chance. Whenever a team shoots 80% in the first 16 minutes, you don't have a chance to win. Kansas State stomps on Kansas. I mean, stomps on them. This game really wasn't even close. Kansas is just, I just don't know. They got to go on the back burner for a little bit. I just don't know about this team anymore. Kansas was a loser. Missouri gets their heart ripped open at home. They were up by 4 or 5 points with 4 minutes left. Texas A&M and Wade Taylor, they just find a way to win these close games. Wade Taylor with a wing three. It was a catch and shoot on a bounce pass off a screen. It was in motion. He was just in one motion doing it, and he just cans it. They win by 3 points. Have Missouri on the money line there. Auburn gets absolutely ran by Florida at home. Nobody saw that one coming. Arkansas makes an amazing cover at the end of the game, down by 20, find a way to go on like an 18-1 run in the final 3 minutes for us to catch that one. And then Texas Tech with Arizona the entire game, and we just couldn't make a shot in the last 4 minutes. I think it was a 3-point game with 4 minutes left, and they just could not make a shot down the stretch. So a very tough day on the game picks. Player props weren't bad. DJ Wagner, points miss, assists did hit. What else did we have? We had Hunter Dickinson, that piece of shit, gets the over total points. I think he had 21 in the game. Horrible defensively, no effort defensively, no effort offensively. He had 4 or 5 turnovers on perfect passes. He's just a worthless piece of. Let's calm down. Let's calm down. Hunter Dickinson was a winner, so I should be happy with him. Chad Baker, he was either in the doghouse or hurt the entire time. I think Auburn was just very confused about how they're getting their asses kicked against Florida. He had multiple times he went back in the game, but he would only play for like 3 minutes. It was either lack of effort or he was hurt or they were just trying different lineups. I think they were just trying to go bigger with the Florida big boys down low. It didn't really help that much. And that was it. We had a 3-2 day on the player prop side. Toppin was the last play, over total rebounds. He had double-digit rebounds in the game, had 8, I think, at the half, so that one did hit pretty easily. So 3-2 on the player props. And that's that. We're going to move on to Monday. We've got a couple games on Monday that I think are worth a look. This is one of the games that I looked at and I was like, this is the most blatant, what do I want to call it? What do they call it? Coming off a big win, Clemson, looking at North Carolina, they have to lay 5.5 in this game at home. This is the biggest letdown spot. That's what I was looking for. That's the word I was looking for. It's late. I've had a few drinks. I've just got my ass kicked in the Super Bowl. A letdown spot's what I'm looking for here at Clemson at home. UNC hasn't been good by any means, but they beat a pretty decent Pittsburgh team in the last game. Had to come from down on that game, beat them by 1 point, 67-66. Like the defensive effort I saw in North Carolina, 66 points going up against Pitt. That's pretty good in my opinion. I think they stay tough in this game going up against Clemson. I'm going to take them with the points plus 5.5. Should be a low-scoring game. I can see this game being even in the 60s, like a 68, 69. I think UNC might take this one outright just because I think Clemson is going to have a huge letdown spot here after beating the Duke Blue Devils. So give me North Carolina there plus 5.5. Next play, we're going to go with Baylor going up against Houston. This is going to be a spot that I'm going to just back the home team in Houston. Did not have a very good game going up against Colorado. Only won that game by 10 points. They've got to be better. They've got to be better offensively if they want to win the title this season. They are so good defensively. They just got to find a way to just produce some points. And they scored 69 points against Colorado, but they really should have scored 90 points going up against Colorado. Baylor's a really good team. They can produce a lot of points. They just don't play any defense whatsoever. That's going to hurt them in this game. I think Houston's going to get some easy buckets. They're going to play some great defense, going to force a lot of turnovers. They run up the score here. Give me them minus 9.5 as the play. In that Houston game, give me L.J. Cryer, former Baylor Bear, going up against his former team. Over his total points, 13.5, 15.5, somewhere around there. would be my guess. Averaging 14 on the season, 39% from the field. That is no bueno. That is no bueno by LJ Cryer, but I will give him this. He's shooting the rock like he's shooting 50% from the field. He has nobody telling him he doesn't have a green light. He's got the green light at all times. He shot 12 plus times in 5 consecutive games. He has been shooting a lot better from deep over the last several games. He's made 2+ threes in 4 consecutive games. I think he gets hot here at home. They need somebody to pour in the scoring for Houston in this game. I think it will be LJ Cryer over his total points as the first player prop of the day. And for the second player prop of the day, give me Ian Jackson. He's a freshman in North Carolina going up against that Clemson team. Clemson's very good defensively. We saw Cooper Flagg struggle in that game. It was really Proctor in that first half and Nepple who really led Duke in that first half, but Cooper Flagg turned it on in the second half. Ian Jackson's usually the guy that North Carolina looks at on the road, especially. Looking at his splits this season, I was looking at the splits for everybody. Seth Trimble and R.J. Davis, both of them struggle on the road, much better at home. Jackson's the exact opposite. He shoots one more time per game on the road. He's making 50% of his shots on the road compared to 46% at home. He's making 2 threes per game away, 1.4 threes at home, and the points per game jump up 3 points per game. 15.6 points on the road, 12.6 at home. I think we're going to get a favorable line here because Clemson is a pretty good defensive team, averaging 13 on the season. I think we get 11.5, maybe 12.5 as the final play here. Freshman, I think he puts in a lot of points in this game. I think he's got to stay confident from the field. Didn't have a very confident game in his last one going up against Pittsburgh. I think he plays 30-plus minutes in this game, and they need him to produce some points in this one to beat Clemson. Give me his over total points as the play there. Let's go over the recap graphic. They just dumped. What color was it? It's 40-14 now in the Super Bowl with 2:52 left. I don't know what color it was. I missed it. Houston minus 9.5. We're going to go UNC plus 5.5. It's a massive letdown spot here for Clemson. Ian Jackson over his total points, 12.5, 11.5, somewhere around there. Then LJ Cryer over his total points, 30.5, 14.5, somewhere around there as the final play of the day. Guys, it's going to do it for the NCAA basketball picks and props for Monday, February 10th slated games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video, and thanks for watching.